Number 10.
The Mad Dummy is a hilarious fight, and it's good how early on it is because the humor really starts waning off the further you get. The fight is one of the more simple ones, but this fight is super fun when going pacifist as, well, for starters, you don't kill him in one hit, but you instead have to use his magic attacks against him by slingshotting them back at him. It's silly fun and you eventually see him give in, but much like the rest of the entries on this fight, the music sticks with you.
Number 9.
The first Mettaton fight is really the best regular Mettaton fight. And I say that because I really don't count the cooking show as a traditional fight. The Mettaton quizzes the player on random things that are both trolly and incredibly meta. I guess that's why they call him Mettaton. Anyway, I only included it as a boss fight because I have no idea if you even are able to lose against him. I honestly went meta mode my first playthrough that I did on the channel and got everything right, but who knows? Maybe he has no wrong answers. Still, a great encounter.
Number 8.
Following Mettaton with Mettaton EX. This fight is just goddamn hilarious. I had no idea what I was walking into when I encountered him. Standard Mettaton fight, but it quickly turns into a fight for viewers and good ratings. Just like YouTube. Meta. Anyway, the fight itself is pretty challenging, but nothing nail-biting. The best part is probably the Napstablook nod right at the end. Oh well, and the legs, of course. And the fact that it's a shmup fight. I mean, come on.
Number 7.
Photoshop Flowey is a royal dickbag. He not only looks like he's not even supposed to be in the damn game, but he actively trolls you with reloads, crashes, and save alterations. He is utter chaos to fight for the first time, and honestly, if it wasn't for him crashing my computer 5 minutes prior, I would have had him a little bit higher on this list. Is it clever game design? Yes, it damn well is. But is it frustrating for YouTube? Yes. Hell yes.
Number 6.
Good old Pap. What makes this fight so great isn't just the music, although Bone Trestle is a fantastic song, the difficulty, or even the mechanics, but just the sheer comedy that is Papyrus during the fight. Sure, your blue dabba dee baba die part is all good and fun, but Papyrus makes this fight just so good with his writing. He's putting shit behind his ears the whole fight, and then finds out he doesn't even have ears. Mwah. Gorgeous.
Number 5.
Okay, let's just get to this right away. Muffet fucking rocks. Not only was Muffet a fan design, but she has the coolest things about her. You could straight up skip the whole damn fight if you kept the spider food from the ruins in the beginning of the game. You can pay her to lower her attack. She's the only character that moves your battle box around while you fight her. This is all without mentioning her great design, her great writing, and spider dance. The community would eat me alive if I didn't even mention one of the best pieces of music in the game. I love Muffet. Alright guys, I'm gonna get real here. A game like Undertale is hard to write a list for, as no boss here truly is above the others. All bosses in this game are worth mentioning, but these last 4 are a millionth of an atom's chest hair apart from one another. It is super hard to differentiate these on a list, so let's just count them down in what I believe is the best order I can come up with.
Number 4.
Undyne the Undying is the genocide fight with Undyne, and it's the first fight that truly makes you feel terrible. You feel bad up to that point, but when you strike her down and she comes back filled with determination and not melting, with the words here, the heroine approaches popping in the dialogue box, this is because you are now playing as the bad guy. You tried to murder a kid in cold blood and she stopped you. She stepped right in front of the blow and took it herself. The fight is incredible, and arguably the hardest real fight in the game, which we'll get to in a few minutes. She has the endurance attacks that are hard to dodge and really high health pool. The music is fantastic, and she really sets the tone right off the bat. But the worst part of the entire fight is after you beat her, she starts to melt away, showing that determination did affect the monsters profoundly, just like you thought.
Number 3.
Sans is a fucking asshole. And, well, he has every right to be. I mean, after all, you just got done literally killing everything in the game, save for Flowey, but that comes in a few minutes. This fight is supposed to be unfair and brutal because it's showcasing just how badly the monsters want to stop you. But Sans is different. You killed his brother in cold blood when all he wanted to do was be your friend. And trust me, the genocide run makes you feel that very, very, very potently. So let's talk about the fight itself. You spend the opening being his plaything. He tosses you around and makes you do some incredible dodging, and then launches into the real dickhead mode. The thing about the Sans fight is that you can't even hurt him even though he's level 1. The moves cause a lasting bleeding damage effect, and worst of all, you no longer have any iframes. When you get hit, you get hit. The attacks he uses are hard-hitting, fast, incredibly difficult to dodge. After a while, you wing him down, but then he'll just go into beast mode, which is just Toby Fox flicking you off for killing all the good characters. I mean, the moves, for lack of a better term, glitch out on you, leaving you frantically trying to figure out what's coming next. All leading up to the final, laser cannon death sentence. But the ending is just as good. He chooses to stay, and on his turn, so you can't even kill him. Like, it's genius. But his plan falls apart when he falls asleep shortly thereafter. You must then break the game by moving your battle box over to the fight option to get the killing blow. He then dies with the parting words talking to Papyrus and hits you right in the damn feels. What makes this fight so effective is not that it can take a person over 10 hours to beat him, and yes, don't ask me how long it took to beat him, but that it really makes you step back and see who you are really playing as. And the obligatory Megalovania mention. I mean, come on, it's Megalovania, man.
Number 2.
Asriel Dreemurr is a phenomenal fight. It's not Sans hard or Undyne emotional, but it's definitely got something about it, some element I can't put my finger on. Satisfaction at getting through the game as the true pacifist route on accident? Maybe. I mean, the Technicolor fight itself, the fact that Hopes and Dreams is one of the best songs in the game and it synchronizes with the fight? Or just the ending of seeing all the puzzle pieces come together in one final piece? Whatever it is, this one was in second place because of the thrill right before it and the culmination of your journey. But it's not the best. No, the best has to go to...
And number 1.
Asgore. The king. Toriel's husband. Goat Dad. What a fight. What a fight. This fight left me literally speechless. Watch the video. Not only because of the fight itself, but the exposition leading up to it in New Home, with his theme and Undertale playing. Both top 10 favorite songs in the game. But let's focus on the fight itself, the tension, the emotion. It's so thick. It starts off with him saying goodbye very mournfully and then escalates with a swift, badass animation of him destroying your mercy button. If you've been doing a pacifist run the whole time, it's that much more impactful, as that was your main way to interact with the varied monsters and friends throughout the game. But then it goes up another notch, making you actually fight him. You have to fight him. My first fight with Asgore was intense because up until that point, I had only hit fight on accident, and therefore knew nothing about the actual combat mechanics. For many gamers, this was a huge turn in the game. His attacks were fierce and epic, and his silence was somber, and the music was booming. This fight goes down as one of the best in video games for me. It's absolutely fantastic and worth the build-up. Well, thank you so much for watching my video. This was easily one of the hardest to write so far, so I thoroughly hope you enjoyed it. Undertale isn't just a game to me, it's an experience. And regardless of whether you choose to have a good time, a bad time, or a neutral time, it's just fantastic. Remember to let me know what your favorite Undertale boss fights are down in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, why not give it a like? And if you enjoyed me, why not subscribe today to join the ever-growing hybrid? Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.